China, Kenya is set to benefit from a number of deals signed by the two countries, many of them aimed at creating job opportunities. We are now joined by Zhong Chuanying from Beijing for an update. Zhong, hello. How are you doing? And what are some of the key highlights from the meeting between President Ruto and President Xi?
Thanks for having me. President Ruto's visit has attracted huge attention here in Beijing. As you just reported, the visit is the president's third trip to Beijing since taking office in 2022. And this visit comes at a time when both Kenya and China are seeking to expand ties, especially amid a tariff fight between Washington and Beijing. And as you just reported, the two heads of state had an in-depth exchange of views on bilateral relations and economic and some of the potentials for collaboration and cooperation. China and Kenya also announced that they had upgraded ties to a new level on Thursday during that meeting between President Xi and Kenyan President. They both pledged to create a so-called an all-weather China-Africa community. And in the statement, both leaders said they were committed to injecting more stability into the world with the certainty of China-Africa solidarity and cooperation. President Xi told President Ruto that China attaches great importance to China-Kenya relations and that Beijing will definitely work with Kenya to develop the unity and cooperation of the global South. During a keynote speech at China's prestigious Peking University, President Ruto criticized UN Security Council and the current world order, calling it broken, dysfunctional, and no longer fit for purpose, and said that the tariffs imposed by Trump may be its final death blow.
Right. And can we term this trip as a success? What are we looking at as President William Ruto is expected to wind his trip? Is this trip a success in terms of reviving the relations between China and Kenya?
Oh, yeah, of course. This is a 5-day trip visit. So over the coming few days, the President Ruto is going to visit more Chinese companies and seek more cooperation. But I think that the visit really conveys a significant message that the two countries are going to deepen their bilateral relations, to deepen their collaborations, and which will contribute to deepening, to carry out the outcomes of the Beijing summit of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, to build an all-weather China-Africa community with a shared future for the new era, and to promote the solidarity and cooperation of the global South. Earlier in an interview with the state media, President Ruto said that Kenya really looks forward to establishing cooperation with Chinese new energy enterprises, including electric vehicle manufacturers, to enhance local manufacturing capabilities and achieve more green cooperation. So this is perhaps a sector that would probably be benefited from the bilateral cooperation. Also, the Kenyan president said that the country can leverage Chinese technological and financial support to vigorously develop its manufacturing sector. So we're seeing more opportunities for collaboration between the two countries, and it's definitely going to be in line with the benefits of the people in both countries.
Right, Zhong, thank you very much for that update. We will, of course, be getting more in our subsequent bulletins at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m.